Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 517.
517.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. We are heading to the D23. It's not called the Expo anymore, but essentially it's
the ultimate
still
fan event.
Yes, and they used to call it that as well, but with the Expo part as well. So, but if you are heading out there, stop by the MEI and Mouse Fan Travel booth and check them out. Also, we're going to be talking about the Disney Destiny cruise ship. We're going to be talking about dining at Walt Disney World. So head over to their site and get a no obligation quote on whatever Disney vacation you're planning on.
And if you're in town, stop by at the Expo. I look forward to seeing the whole team over there.
I can't wait.
And you're looking here at the Disney Destiny artist rendering of the new Disney Cruise Line cruise ship coming.
Well, the upcoming one, because we still have the Disney Treasure.
That's
first,
right.
right?
That's right.
So
this year.
The Disney, yes, in December, but then the following November, the Disney Destiny is coming as a heroes and villains themed cruise ship.
And it was announced we have Spider-Man with spider bots on the stern of the ship.
Right, and there's quite a bit of Marvel as part of Disney Destiny, but not all. We're talking about the Pride Lands, the Feast of the Lion King, which is going to be a first of its kind musical dining experience with a musical retelling of The Lion King, which I look forward to. Like, I like all Lion King shows, like at Animal Kingdom and at Disneyland Paris.
And that looked like the setup from the Frozen show, basically.
Similar,
in the round.
Yes, in the round. And we have the Grand Hall here. We have the Black Panther. And so the Grand Hall is going to be themed in what they say are kind of like the colors of Black Panther. Mm-hmm. So that will be very interesting. Edna a la mode sweets is like Vanellope's Sweets and Treats, which is actually really good. Like when we had that on the Disney Wish, they have a lot of really fun treats. DeVille's is going to be a piano lounge. You can see the spots, the Dalmatian spots on the piano. So that will be something new. Haunted Mansion Parlor will not be fully new because the Disney Treasure will have the Haunted Mansion Parlor, but there also will be a Cask and Cannon Pirates Pub. So those should be both really good. The Aqua Mouse is going to have a new story that you can see Chernobog there. There'll be also like Scar, but it's going to be silly also. Accommodations. I love the Disney Cruise Line accommodations, and you can see in this one,
Hercules. Very popular.
Right, so there's going to be a variety of different stories, I think at least in part depending on whether you have a suite or like a standard room. Really, I think this looks really nice with you don't see a lot of Hercules.
Right.
So I'm a fan, and we can see here, the one thing about the Disney Cruise Line, of course, a lot of their staterooms are the split bathrooms, which is something that Disney had really pioneered.
In the Disney Destiny, initially will be sailing here from Fort Lauderdale, Port
Everglades. Yes.
Everglades. We have been there twice now, and it's a very nice terminal.
I really enjoy going there. I love taking the Brightline down. Mm-hmm. So if you were ever thinking of taking any cruise out of Fort Lauderdale,
we highly
recommend the Brightline train.
Yes, absolutely.
I personally do recommend going down like a day in
early,
advance, just like I would recommend anytime going a day in advance.
So it's the Magic Kingdom here. Certainly this was not today because it is pouring rain out today.
Yes.
We're getting through Hurricane Debbie, at least in part of our state.
And I was hoping that there would be some Halloween decorations, but the only decorations really were in the windows. And we're just looking at some of the merchandise. This is a candy corn collection. At least some of it is the Spirit Jersey and that lounge fly, and there's plenty of them, even though some items have sold out online at the Disney store. But today I saw some people have posted that there's decorations a little bit out at the Magic Kingdom.
Right, I am amazed that they were able to do that overnight.
I am really shocked, actually, because of our weather. Certainly not as bad as like up in the Panhandle, but still, like today is a lot of weather.
And if we weren't traveling to California, I would be out there checking it out too. But we're trying to get all our last minute ducks in a row here to be ready for this trip.
So right now we're looking at like the pumpkin wreaths, the Mickey Mouse ones that remind us of what you see on Main Street, which I don't think are up yet.
We're going to see even closer of that item just a little bit later. That is my personal favorite new item, something I would actually want to purchase myself.
And that has been sold out online as well. It was on the Disney Store and then was very popular, just like the larger pumpkins also had sold out. I hope they will come back. So right now we're looking at a variety of different items. I think that's a countdown calendar there.
Mickey a countdown to Halloween. Very nice.
Yes, Mickey. But every year you see different costumes for the characters.
Right.
And you see Minnie and Figaro up there. And again, this is that candy corn spirit jersey. But a lot of times the artwork informs what the character costumes will be like at Disneyland.
Right. I was going to say at Disneyland.
At Disneyland. So there's new costumes at Disneyland. I believe for Mickey's Not So Scary, we'll have some new costumes as well. And this is a Starbucks tumbler, very popular online as well. You got that studded studded look to it.
It's actually very nice.
It is. So and that is also part of that candy corn collection. And I can see the candy corn ears. There is a hat here, like a pumpkin hat. There is a ton of Halloween merchandise, and of course we'll have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween merchandise as well.
I hate to say
you like the Crocs.
I do like these Crocs, and I am going to show them the right way, but they are very nice. I'll have to see if there's a sale at some point. I might consider these new Crocs.
And again, I was just mentioning how the artwork, I don't remember exactly what the picture looks like for Disneyland, but the likelihood is this is like what the costumes are, and I believe they are. So I always find that fascinating.
And that would mean that Mickey is a skeleton, at least.
Yes, I believe he is for Disneyland.
That is very interesting.
And we are booked for Disneyland.
Oogie Bash and just Halloween in general at the Disneyland
2 weeks.
Resort. So exciting.
Yeah, we'll have to head back. Found out that Southwest actually does direct flights on Saturdays, which I did not know, which is really nice. And here is a lounge flight. It has sort of that old style vinyl look to it. And then you've got Mickey in that outfit, and then Goofy and Donald, and I think the little shutters open for other characters.
You know, this is great. Looking at all this and seeing these outfits for the characters, I'm really starting to visualize what we're going to see in real life, hopefully, with the characters in just a few weeks, really.
I'm going to have to, I'm pretty sure that's like how it is yearly, and Christmas as well. So generally when you see that artwork, you know what the characters are kind of gonna look like. And so here is again Mickey in his skeleton outfit.
Nice tie-dye effect on that one.
And this looks like that countdown calendar. And Figaro is really a big character this year in the merchandise.
I've noticed that looking at all of this.
And those are Mickey ears and such. Just really, I mean, if you're looking for hats and apparel and everything, I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Oogie Boogie Bash merchandise as well, because we ended up buying some stuff last year.
I shot this and I didn't realize it was a button-down shirt. That is very nice also.
Is that? Because I don't even remember that one.
It looked like a button-down shirt there.
And so there's again...
There's so much. Even when you're shooting it, you don't realize until you look after all the details.
And we're not even looking at everything, because I don't think you're going to look at that Haunted Mansion.
Right, I'm only showing the true Halloween, but there is two other different sections you have at Haunted Mansion and Nightmare Before Christmas. And I'll link to the full video that shows everything. And
on Mousesteps, I am writing about merchandise all of the time. So, we've written about the Haunted Mansion merchandise. We've written about the Halloween, a lot of the Halloween merchandise. Of course, what's here isn't necessarily all what's going to be online. So, it's best to see what's online, and then if you're visiting, you can see if there's anything else.
Now, this must be very popular. This is the Stitch collection here, the Halloween Stitch collection.
I'm not as big a fan of that one up there that reminds me of that Oswald button-down shirt that they had. I think it was a button-down shirt. But the Stitch, he has been online, and he's super cute. The plush, and then this is like you put popcorn in it.
Oh, I thought it was maybe for candy.
Well, you can put candy in it also, but like their artwork, or their not their artwork, but their promo. Promo. Their promos show popcorn in there, so you can do really either. And then here is like spider webs, and you've got the Stitch with that same look that he has with a plush.
You know, all this looking at merchandise is going to give us work up an appetite. So luckily, after this segment, we're going to go and have a big lunch at the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Oh, well, just for talking about it.
Yes, let's get back into it here. Hocus Pocus merchandise.
Right. There's a Hocus Pocus collection that's going to be coming out in a couple days online as well. I believe it's in a couple days. And so you see here, this is the characters as they are. They're not, they're Minnie Mouse and Daisy Duck and such as the Hocus Pocus characters.
That Sanderson Sisters brew, I think we've had similar coffee.
No, we have
had the
had
same
it.
one?
Yes,
oh, okay.
that's not totally new.
Okay.
And there's supposed to be also a Loungefly they've showed online, but I don't know what the Loungefly is going to look like exactly. So
so that has not been revealed.
I have not seen the Loungefly when we have seen the merchandise yet, and I have seen it online, but they have like a green smoke film to it, so I don't know if it's going to be like all green or if it's just sort of a smoky film over the photo.
And by the way, they, I believe, have greenlit a Hocus Pocus 3.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't remember. I actually am not as big a fan of the first Hocus Pocus film, so, and I don't know that I've seen, did we see the second?
We did.
I don't remember.
It was a Disney Plus production.
So, but anyway, here, there's so many. When we were here, there were so many Mickey Mouse wreaths.
Mountains of them.
Tons of them.
Yes.
So
hopefully that will continue, because I do like that also. There are a few items I'm trying to figure out what it is I really want.
There's quite a bit to choose from.
But we have Disneyland also, so even though it's similar.
Well, last year we bought Oogie Boogie Bash items, and I like the Mickey's. A lot of times we like Mickey's Not So Scary items as well.
Right.
So it's not only this merchandise, but it's for those special events as well, and then maybe Disneyland Paris will have a little something.
And these are kids items
right,
here.
Little Figaro there again. I would like to see. Imagine if Figaro was a meet and greet, like if they had Figaro come out for one.
That would be
spectacular.
different.
That would be different.
It would, indeed, it would.
So we're just still looking at a few more items, and really, the merchandise. I don't want to say it can sell out. There's a lot of it right now, but eventually it will. It's early in the season. We're still. Let's see. We have 3 months till the end of the season
August 5th.
Right.
And we don't want to worry about selling out Halloween merchandise on August 5th.
Well, by the time, Halloween rolls around, probably almost everything, a lot of it will be gone.
The funny thing is we'll have been to 4 Halloween parties before September.
We're going to be mostly done with Halloween soon.
Yes.
In a few weeks. And then we'll do Paris
Halloween.
And then
which is
awesome. the golf cart parade at Fort Wilderness. So there'll be a little bit more of Halloween for us in October, but not a lot.
So I believe this is wrapping up the Halloween merchandise. We're going to look at a few of the windows. That this was new, at least on Friday when we were there.
And I think it was actually put out. I think they said that it was put out that day. And you can see the various characters, including Chip and Dale and Pluto. Pluto's, coming out of a pumpkin here. So you've got the artwork and some of the merchandise.
I hope they have Daisy in her not so scary outfit. Not outfit, but cast member outfit again.
Oh,
in the
right.
window.
You're talking about in the window. Yes.
In the window. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
It's always a favorite.
Right. Not everything was out in the windows yet. But, some of it was, and you've got The Nightmare Before Christmas, and also some of this merchandise you can find online as well. I really like the Jack and Sally Spirit jerseys. I think those are very cool. And here we have Haunted Mansion items. We did not show them from inside, but you've got the Loungefly, and you've got like a button-down shirt.
Yeah, all of this and much more is inside, and also again we'll link to the full video.
And there's a lot on the Disney store. I forget how many, like I posted about a new sweatshirt this morning.
So the monorails were having some trouble on Friday, so we ended up taking
a lot of trouble. Lots of trouble.
We took a bus here, and the bus that we took featured Zootopia. So you're like, get some video of the bus. And here you go. There's some video of the Zootopia bus.
I actually really like the various buses, especially ones like the Zootopia. If it's just like a big Mickey, I don't think that's as interesting to me as some of like the Ratatouille artwork, the Zootopia artwork. I just think it looks very cool.
Well, since the Epcot monorail and actually all the monorails were down on that day,
Crazy.
we took a bus to the boardwalk, which was actually perfect because we were able to take a nice walk to Epcot and see the update on the cake bake shop, or not really shop.
Yeah,
right?
it's going
Is
to
it shop?
Well, it's the cake bake shop,
yeah.
and it's going to be a bakery, and it will be there's going to be a table service restaurant. So this is the bakery side, and the other side is the table service restaurant side. And I think it's been in progress for a couple of years.
No, not in the making, I
couple
believe.
years so far now. They're
It
going
used to be the ESPN.
ESPN Club, right? And they're going to have like afternoon tea. They'll have like brunch and breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Cake. Look at that.
And cake. So there's going to be, and French macarons. There's going to be a lot here. I think it's going to be really great for the boardwalk to have this. And so I'm looking forward to whenever it does open. They keep saying now soon. It originally was
Is that
open.
the official word? Soon?
It says it on the wall.
Interesting.
It says on the wall. So that's what take a look at what it looks like now anyway, a couple days ago. And
yeah, I'm thinking not quite that soon.
Well, it's getting closer. It's looking a lot better than like in May. And originally they said 2023, but it didn't happen in 2023. And then early 2024. And now it's soon. That means they can open it anytime they'd like.
So we made
and the corn dog place.
Oh, yes.
Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs is also waiting for some reason.
So after a walk around World Showcase, we ended up in the Creation Shop, and you can see a giant trick-or-treat Mickey.
Yes, with candy corn coming out the top.
And plenty of merchandise also. Not as much as the Emporium.
No, not at all. And also, I think World of Disney probably would have a lot more as well.
So let's head over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's time for lunch at the Hollywood Brown Derby.
And there I am.
Oh, you're checking out the menu. I had wanted to go for quite some time, and about a month and a half ago, we made it over to the Brown Derby, and we're finally finding time now to talk about it.
Well, the reason we didn't talk about it right away was because
bronchitis.
We got sick and couldn't talk.
Not from the Brown Derby.
No, but this is the last thing we did, and we felt fine. And then all of a sudden that evening, you're like, I'm not sure I feel good. So, and then I got it too.
That's right.
Oh well, but we were home for like 8 days.
Well, what a way to end a good, healthy run, because this was a fantastic lunch. I had a great time.
It was, the food here was really good. We have not been here in a number of years. I know we're in the parks all the time, but, you can't go to all the restaurants all the time. And I kind of want to go back again soon.
We had a very nice seat, kind of overlooking the restaurant. I like the ambiance in here. To me, it's very nice. It's a very relaxing place to be.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a signature dining location. So this would be, now that the Disney dining plan is back, it would be 2 credits. I don't know if it's worth 2 credits, but if you're wanting to utilize, or 2 entitlements is I think how you would say it now.
Okay, and we're about to look at the menu here.
And we did get 1 appetizer, the stone fruit burrata, which I thought was very nice.
I believe you had the filet mignon. I had the famous Cobb salad with chicken.
And then they brought also bread. So,
that bread is delicious.
And we ended up, we thought about cocktails, but it's like, why not get the burrata? And we just ended up with iced tea, which actually was very good. So
it was rather early. I believe we sort of hit it early in the day too.
Right.
So it was nice to have some unsweetened iced tea. There is that beurre, as they say
in France.
That's right. Some nice butter and hot rolls, delicious.
And really nice, and a nice way to start the meal. I know that when you came here, you were like, "I'm going to have the Cobb salad," because you haven't had the Cobb salad here
and
in
I do
a long
like
time.
It's really good.
And so this is that burrata with the stone fruit, seasonal stone fruit with pistachio, and then the fig jam.
Nice and refreshing start to our meal.
I'm not a big cheese person, but I do like burrata.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I like white cheeses, like mozzarella. I eat pizza. I eat lasagna, but I don't like the yellow cheeses.
And certainly you wouldn't eat the ham, so it was more for me.
Yes, more for you. And so it wasn't too busy on this day. And so they tossed at tableside the Cobb salad, which I thought was very nice.
Yep, they've always done that. Very nice. I always like a chopped salad. It's a nice, great lunch item, very refreshing in a hot day,
and
it was.
You get like chopped salads over at the Cheesecake Factory.
I do.
So, and then we're going to, in a second, be looking, and this is like a famous item. This is like what this and grapefruit cake are like what the Brown Derby is known for.
Right, that's for sure. And you can choose to have other items put in. Like I chose, in this case,
Chicken,
to have
right?
chicken, but you can have shrimp or whatever. This filet looks delicious.
And instead of risotto, I asked if I could get mashed potatoes. I'm not a risotto fan, so the mashed potatoes were really nice with it. And then they had these massive stalks of like
Asparagus.
yeah, of asparagus. Like these
That
are
is
like
boathouse quality asparagus
they're
right
huge.
there.
They were huge. So really, right now we're taking a look. You can see like all of these caricatures of celebrities, and that's what the original Brown Derby was known for. I don't think I ever went to the original Brown Derby in California.
In here we have the original grapefruit cake and the decadent chocolate cake. 1, 2, that's what we ended up ordering. I have been to the location of the original Hollywood Brown Derby, which it was not used as a restaurant when I was there. I think it may have been knocked down since then.
Okay. Yeah, I actually haven't looked it up, so I don't believe I have been there. And you had...
And this was like 20 years
I
ago.
totally forgot you had the grapefruit cake, and I think I might have had a bite of that, but
You're not a fan. I don't think you like grapefruit
I'm
in
not
general.
I'm not a fan of grapefruit. To me, I like orange juice, but I don't like grapefruit juice.
Somehow this works though. It's a perfect combination with the grapefruit and the sweet cake. Somehow it just is great.
But I got the chocolate, and we both brought some home. So
Yes.
usually we split a dessert. In this case, we each ordered our own. So I was able to bring about half of mine home, and you probably brought half of yours home as well. So it was a nice
Yeah, we did.
to have
I
at
do
home.
remember that. The chocolate cake, I thought you had to let me try some of that. It was very nice. I enjoyed that as well.
And it's good, but not on the level of, like, if you ever go to the Boathouse, they actually have, to me,
Yeah.
the top
You are
chocolate
right.
cake
That
on
is
property
top line.
that I've had. So not quite to that level, but still, it was a nice ending to the meal.
And also, I think when we were there, they had a bonus annual pass holder discount. So instead of getting
10%,
it was 20% off. So that was another reason we wanted to hit it. It was a nice little discount.
Right, and you get, with the annual pass, the 10%, I believe with Disney Visa, 10%, not including alcohol. So, I mean, it's a little something.
And believe it or not, that is another show. We want to thank our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. We'll see them very, very soon at D23, the
This week.
ultimate fan event.
Yes, I don't know why they dropped that expo, but I love the event. So
Well, it should be a lot. There's quite a bit. We have the Honda Center, all new for this year, with 3 big nights there, plus
and you're
the
doing
D23 day also at Disneyland.
well. You're doing the media event for us. The D23 day we're both doing. I don't know if you're going to do something if they're going to do some kind of media thing with you that day, but we're both
We'll
going.
both be there for
And-
D23 day, of course.
And you are going to the Honda Center the 3 days, and I'm going to be staying at the room to post stuff.
Somebody
any
has
announcements?
to be working hard
Yes.
on the laptop, typing it up. They don't allow that in the Honda Center, so you'll have to be typing away back at the hotel.
It wasn't, in the Anaheim Convention Center. Even last time, I stayed back at the room to type stuff up.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to, again, seeing friends, seeing Becky, seeing the MEI travel and other...
That's the best part
Is
of
seeing
the
friends
Ultimate
and-
Fan event. I'll keep trying to say the official name. We'll always call it the Expo.
Yes.
But it's seeing all the people you only see every other year. You don't see them all the time. Your friends, your Disney friends. That's the best part. That's what I look forward to the most, is just meeting our friends and people that we don't get to see that often.
But others we do, like Matt from Attractions Magazine, and then also Michelle from the Main Street Mouse, and Scott. And so, it'll be nice to see them, in California as well.
Right. And I should mention, we're also looking forward to that great California weather.
Yes, I think the day we arrive, it will be a little warm, but then it cools off a bit, maybe in the low 80s.
It'll
as a
definitely be
high.
less humid. So
I can't wait, because it has been super hot here, mid 90s often during the day.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.